African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 28th of June, 2024. From June 22nd to June 28th this year, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 17 group strikes with high-precision weapons and attack unmanned aerial vehicles, as a result of which they hit energy facilities that supported the operation of Ukrainian military-industrial complex enterprises, the infrastructure of military airfields, logistics centers for the accumulation of weapons transferred to the armed forces of Ukraine by Western countries, as well as assembly shops and storage areas attack unmanned aerial vehicles and unmanned boats. Temporary deployment points for units of the Ukrainian armed forces and foreign mercenaries were also hit. Within a week, 56 Ukrainian military personnel surrendered on the line of combat contact. During the week, units of the North Group of troops continued to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense and defeated the manpower and equipment of 3 formations of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, and 3 territorial defense brigades. Enemy losses amounted to up to 1,560 military personnel, 12 armored combat vehicles, and 43 vehicles. Also, during the counter-battery fight, 33 field artillery guns were hit, including 7 foreign-made howitzers, as well as 3 electronic warfare stations NOTA, Bukovel AD, and 2 counter-battery radar stations made in the USA and /TPQ-50. Units of the West Group of troops improved the tactical situation and also defeated the formations of 4 mechanized and 2 tank brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, as well as 2 territorial defense brigades. 6 counterattacks of enemy assault groups were repelled. Over the course of a week, the Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 3,230 military personnel for armored combat vehicles, 40 vehicles, 3 combat vehicles of the Grad multiple launch rocket system, and 24 field artillery guns, of which 6 were American-made. In addition, 3 U.S.-made counter-battery radar stations AN/TPQ-50 and AN/TPQ-37, as well as 11 field ammunition depots, were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of troops actively liberated the village of Razdalovka of the Donetsk People's Republic and occupied more advantageous positions. The manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, 2 airmobile and 2 air assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces were defeated. During this period, the enemy lost up to 4,410 military personnel, 2 tanks, 8 armored combat vehicles, 48 vehicles, 39 field artillery pieces, including 11 U.S.-made M777 and M198 howitzers. In addition, 7 electronic warfare stations Enclave, Bukovel, and 25 field ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of troops improved the situation along the front line and defeated the formations of 4 mechanized, 2 infantry formations of the armed forces of Ukraine, and 2 defense brigades. During the week, 39 enemy counterattacks were repelled in this direction. The Ukrainian armed forces' losses in this direction amounted to up to 2,950 military personnel, 3 tanks, 6 armored combat vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, 30 vehicles, and 42 field artillery guns, including 6 U.S.-made M777 howitzers. Units of the Vostok Group of troops improved the tactical situation and also defeated the manpower and equipment of 2 brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, 3 formations of military defense, and 2 brigades of the National Guard. The enemy lost up to 930 troops, 6 armored fighting vehicles, 36 vehicles, and 19 field artillery pieces, including 6 British-made FH-70 howitzers. Units of the Dnieper Group of troops defeated the formations of 2 formations of the Ukrainian armed forces and 3 defense brigades. Enemy losses amounted to up to 740 military personnel, 3 tanks, 2 armored combat vehicles, 48 vehicles, and 23 field artillery pieces, of which 11 were foreign-made. 8 electronic warfare stations Enclave and Bukovel and 6 field ammunition depots were also destroyed. Over the course of a week, operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of groups of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation destroyed 6 launchers of multiple launch rocket systems M142 MRs, 1 launcher M270 MLRS, and 1 transport loading vehicle, together with foreign specialists who provided their use, as well as 3 radar stations for detecting and tracking air targets P-18. During the week, air defense systems shot down 2 MiG-29 aircraft of the Ukrainian Air Force, 589 unmanned aerial vehicles, 6 ATOMS operational tactical missiles made in the USA, 8 Patriot anti-aircraft guided missiles made in the USA, a HARM anti-radar missile made in the USA, as well as 61 MRS missiles made in the USA, Vampire made in the Czech Republic, and Alder. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 615 aircraft, 276 helicopters, 26,777 unmanned aerial vehicles, 533 anti-aircraft missile systems, 16,446 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,357 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 11,020 field artillery guns and mortars, and also 23,049 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.